Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Volume 2 of On the Road Again, my Southern Twang with Tyler Ramey. I loved our little conversation. I did you'll notice it's the same outfit, and these may be posted on the same day. Who knows? These videos are so timeless. Another video I just did, and it was just, me rambling on my little road trip here, so I thought, why not continue the fun and do it as a separate video? Because why not? Why be bored when I could have you guys to talk to? Ow, it's my elbow. Oy, it does that all the time, don't be alarmed. I left my stunner shades at home, and it is very sunny outside. I live in Tennessee, and like I talked about in my last video, it is about 60 degrees today, December 22nd. How's that for unseasonable warmth? But yeah, on my way to a Christmas function, a pre-Christmas function. I don't know if anybody else is like this. I have a lot of Christmas get-togethers. I have a lot of great family and friends, so we celebrate with different family groups and friend groups, and I had one this morning, and I'm going to another one right now. But I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were talking about doing Christmas after Christmas. If you can't get together, you can't squeeze it in during the craziness of if you would get together after Christmas and do like a Christmas. I cannot stand that. I don't know why. It makes me depressed. It is sad to me. So I try to squeeze them in before Christmas, baby. I don't know, I've always been like that. I don't like to exchange presents after Christmas. It's just weird to me. Is anybody else like that? Do you guys mind that? It just bothers me. I've never liked that. I'm going to spit my gum out, so I have to open the polar vortex here one moment. It's biodegradable, so just calm down. Calm it down. So yeah, I try to squeeze it in beforehand. I don't like to do it after. That just gives me high anxiety. So I hope everybody's having a great day and a great holiday season. 'Tis the season to be merry. And 'tis the season for everybody to be rushing around like crazy people. I will tell you, this year, I remember because I did a social media post about it, I was completely done Christmas shopping by December 4th. And let me tell you, that felt pretty darn good. I am usually a last minute kind of guy. I wait till the absolute last second, and then you got to rush around like a madman and fight with the people over the scraps and the leftovers and get 2 sizes of shoes because there's not any matching sets anymore because you waited so long. But I've done it all. I did it all early, and I got to tell you, it feels pretty good. I did a lot of my shopping online this year, so that was nice. I am not a Black Friday person, I can tell you that. Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving in the U.S., where there are a lot of big sales. And I used to be a big Black Friday connoisseur, if you will. I used to love Black Friday. You get up at like 6 a.m. the day after Thanksgiving and go to the mall, or you go to Target, and there'd be a couple of big items that you would want, and you would go for them. And, it was fun getting up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. That was fun to me. Well, let me tell y'all what has happened with Black Friday. Over the past, 5 years, somewhere in that range, they have crept it back, y'all, to where now these Black Friday sales start at about 5 p.m. on on Thanksgiving Day. You want to talk about depressing? First of all, I'm not going to leave my family function and leave my dinner and get up from the meal and say, bye y'all, I gotta go to JCPenney. No, I'm not doing that. I think that's ridiculous, too ridiculously early. It was fun and different and unique when it was the next morning at the crack of dawn. I didn't so much mind that. But I'm not gonna do it at 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. That's not Black Friday, by the way. That's Black Thursday, and that's Black Thanksgiving Day. So, no, I don't understand that. I don't like that. And 2, second part of the problem in my eyes, I don't want to be at the stores on Thanksgiving contributing to the problem and contributing to these poor folks having to work on Thanksgiving. Because let me tell you, if the store's open at 5, they're gonna have to be there even earlier than that, and I don't like that. I wouldn't personally want to work on Thanksgiving, so I don't want to make them work. And I know some people have to work regardless, and they may have jobs in the hospitals or the police force or anything where a job requires them to work on Thanksgiving. But I felt like, and I feel like, that I am contributing to that problem and contributing to making them be there on that day, and I don't like that. So Black Friday I just don't do it anymore. I don't do it at all. I mean, I used to go through the ads, and I had a plan of attack for the stores. I had everything mapped out, where everything is. The flat screen's up here, the GPS is down there, the Furby's in the middle. I knew it all. And I was a Black Friday junkie. But I have just since, no, I've got too much food I want to eat, too many people I want to see, and I don't want to get involved in the craziness. And speaking of crazy, it used to be all fun and games. Like your mama said, it used to be fun and games till somebody got hurt. Well, not only are people getting hurt on Black Friday, they are getting killed. People are getting trampled and shot up and over GPSs and flat screen TVs, people. This is not the Hunger Games. This is fun shopping, okay? All the fun has been zapped out of it. This is why we can't have nice things. Didn't your mom ever tell you that? Burt's Bees again. I told you in my last video I'm obsessed with them. I've got to reapply because I'm getting a little dried out. I had chew that sun, y'all. I had a grapefruit sparkling. Hang on, I got to check my gas here in just a moment. And it's right behind you all where my phone is propped up, so hang on. Hold your little horses here and fasten your seatbelts. Oh Lord, I can't see it. Hold on, just do you mind a second if I just adjust you here? Okay, we're good. Oh, you're back. Oh, good morning. Good morning. 50 miles. I love the little range things that tells you exactly how much gas you have left. I'm gonna tell you a terrifying story about that. Shoot. One day I was on the phone with somebody, and I was heading back on this road, and this particular interstate that I'm on, it's just a big old long stretch, and it's, the exits are pretty consistent. There's an exit every mile or every couple miles, and you can get off and get gas or go to the restroom, go to McDonald's. But there comes a point on the way back to where I live that once you get to a certain point, you've got a good stretch of about 15, 20 miles with no gas stations, because I live in Tennessee, honey, in the South, and Metropolis, it's not. And so before you get back to my city, there is a long stretch of just road. I mean, it is just road. We got an interstate going this way, interstate going that way, but there's no exits. And if there are exits, there's definitely no gas stations. So I am on the phone, not paying attention, yakking. And I had known that eventually I was going to have to stop and get gas. We all know how it is. You're not paying attention. You don't think about it. I looked down and it said 3 miles. 1, 2, 3. 3 miles till empty. And I was just getting on, or maybe, not very far into that big long stretch of nowhere to get gas. Y'all, I started sweating. I said, I gotta go. I hung up that phone. I turned off the air conditioner. Because I don't know why, but I feel like that conserves gas. I may have just always heard that. I don't know. And I thought there's no way. So y'all, I was so convinced. I started looking at the mile markers as they pass by religiously. Okay, that's mile 27. Now I'm at mile 26. Because I thought, I'm gonna have to know where to tell somebody to come pick me up on the road, on the shoulder, like a horror movie. I'm probably going to be killed by somebody. I was sweating. I was nervous. You get nervous and you just get hot. I was hot. I had the windows rolled down, the air conditioner turned off, and y'all, somehow, I do not know how, but I made it to a gas station. But all that to say, I think that our gas things, at least I don't know if it's something with a Honda. I drive a 2012 Honda Civic. But it said 0 miles, and I still went on for about close to probably 10 or 15 miles. So I wonder if that's just kind of they want you to get gas soon. Obviously, it's not right on the money. Thankfully, I mean, I'm happy about it, because my big old butt would have been on the side of the road having to call somebody to come get me. But then I think, how did they used to handle situations like that back in the day? Back when we didn't have everything at our fingertips on our phone. I mean, what did you do? You just had to hope somebody pulled over and helped you? That is terrifying. Of course, people weren't as crazy back then, I guess. But still, that's a scary thing to think about. Mental note, I need to get gas. That reminds me. It said I have 50 miles, but I don't play with that anymore. I don't play with it. When I get anywhere close to that, buddy, I learned my lesson and I give me some gas. So on the next exit, I will get off and get me some gas, maybe get me a little drink. I try not to drink a lot of liquid on any sort of a road trip, because, y'all, my bladder is not what it used to be. And I've said this before, but I teach aerobics as part of my job a lot, quite a bit. I teach, how many classes do I teach a week? 12. I think I teach 12 a week. 12-hour classes a week. And I think I have jumping jacked my bladder into oblivion, because let me tell you, I can't hold it like I used to. I go more than I used to. I think the older I get and the more you jump around, honey, your bladder says, nope. When you gotta go to the bathroom, baby, you gotta go. So I tried to, on trips like this, not to drink too much, because, you know, can't be going to the bathroom every 5 or 10 miles now. It's like road trips when you used to go with your family, and they used to say, I want you to leave the bathroom before we get on the road. And you say, I don't have to go to the bathroom. And then my mom would say, well, you go try. You try to go. And we would. Of course, then we get 5 minutes down the road, I have to pee. But anyway, this is amazing to me how just talking to you guys makes the time go by faster. Usually I will try to listen to a podcast or some of my Spotify playlist. I have Spotify playlists dedicated to just being in the car. Does anybody else do that? I've got a car playlist, and then a new car, and then a new car 2 playlist, because I love me some just easy listening songs. Somebody once told me that I have the musical taste of a 55-year-old Caucasian woman, and I own that. I do love me some Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, ballads. Love me some love ballads now. This sun. Annie, the sun has come up, and it ain't even tomorrow. You can go away now. I should use my little visor here. I've never been a fan of the visor, because I feel like it makes what you can see even less distinct. But we'll see. I need an exit soon now. Daddy's got to get some gasolina. But yeah, I used to listen to podcasts on the road. It's hard for me to find some good podcasts I like. If anybody has any podcast recommendations, I would love to know them. Currently, I listen to, what do I listen to? I love How Stuff Works. It's a great podcast on just very random type, different topics. They go through all kinds of different stuff. I like that. I like Criminal. There's a show, Criminal, that is dedicated to all sorts of different crimes and true crime stories, narrated by different folks. It's very interesting to me. I love a good drama. I'm the same way with movies. I love a good drama. I love murder, mystery, stuff like that. Love that. But other than that, I don't really listen to many podcasts. I've not found any that really, it takes a lot for me to keep my interest on the road, I think. I'm very easily, my mind wanders, and I feel like when I'm in the car and I'm listening to a podcast and my mind wanders off, there ain't no going back, and then I miss, key plot points, and then I don't know what's going on in my podcast. So usually then I switch over to my Spotify. Because I don't know about y'all, but ain't nobody got money to buy iTunes songs. Especially as an aerobics instructor, I would be broke if I had to buy all my songs. So I do my little Spotify premium and get all my music there. Now the only downside to that is the second I stop paying that subscription fee, guess what? Bye-bye music. Bye-bye every single playlist I've ever made. It's been nice knowing you. nice listening to you. So that's the only caveat. Is that the word? Double-edged sword type of a thing with Spotify. Is that I'm gonna have to pay for it forever. But that's okay. Y'all, I am so relaxed. I took a nap before I got on the road. Is anybody else a napper? I am a napper extraordinaire, honey. I can nap all day, every day. I have absolutely no issues with naps. In fact, my body sometimes demands them, even if I don't want to take them. They're like, oh, that's cute, but we're taking a nap. And typically I will only nap on the weekends. I don't work on Fridays because I teach and work on Saturdays. So I usually will nap on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sometimes. There ain't nothing like a Sunday nap now. I get up, I go run, I come back, take a shower, get clean, put on my robe, get back in bed. Yes. Some people are like, well, I'll take like a 20-minute nap on the couch. No. You gotta get back in the bed, you gotta do it right. I have to set an alarm too, though, because I'm telling you, when my brain shuts off, it's gone. And if I didn't set an alarm, I could sleep for hours and hours. And as you people know, if you've napped before, there is a fine line between a short little power nap and a groggy, you wake up, you don't know what time it is, you don't know what day it is, you can't remember your name, you don't know how you got in the bed. I hate that feeling. That grogginess, elbow pop. It's always my left elbow, never my right. Actually, watch me say that. Yeah, only my left typically. About to get off on an exit, y'all, and when I do that, right before I get gas, I'm gonna have to shut you down. Because even though I don't personally think that you have to get off the cell phone or, stop what you're doing on the phone because you're getting gas, a lot of people will give you some dirty looks if you're on the phone when you're at the gas station. They don't like that. They think you're going to blow up and they think you're going to blow them up. So, I don't really know if that's true, but I typically always try to get off the phone. And I mean, we've been talking for about 20 minutes, so don't you think it's time, really? This visor back up. I love my little Bath & Body Works scent portable here. You guys seen that? It's just a little plastic thing that you clip into your visor. Now, hang on now. This may be a bumpy ride. Don't fall on me. Anyway, that little scent portable, you can buy those at Bath & Body and plug them onto your visor. And then, once you do that, you can get the little scents to put in. The one I've got right now is Twisted Peppermint, one of my very favorite Bath & Body Works scents of all time. So my car smells like a delicious little candy cane, actually. Let's see, I think there's a Waggles. Waggles are some of my very favorite gas stations because they have all kinds of little goodies. And I don't know about y'all, but every time I go in the gas station, I get suckered into a drink and a snack because I am inherently a child at heart. And so I feel like if you're going to the gas station, honey, you need some sustenance and a little snack. Kind of like a reward for sticking it out in the car. These people are looking at me. They don't know who I'm talking to. All right, y'all. Well, I am going to get off here and get some gas and get a snack and a drink. Thank you for killing some time with me in the car. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And I hope you subscribe and like my channel. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.